Okay, thank you for joining. Let me start my agenda on this. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Okay, here it is. I'll go over the quick agenda for the day. Okay, this is the quick agenda for the day. So it's more hands-on. I'm not going to give any theoretical session at all. Okay, so I let the people feel free doing it. It's a short session. We want to do some hands-on. So how to enable the Bedrock access? Okay, and then we go with how to access the Bedrock via Boto3. Then we will walk on the what is knowledge base, and we'll do some small project Bedrock via Lambda. And everything it's already on the labs. Okay, I put the step-by-step instruction in the this lab. Okay, the reason I want to do is some people have a doubts over how am I doing it, and they will not. They may be missing the previous blogs and they will keep asking me a question. That's why I want to create this session. Okay. So this is a session for this. This starts from here, learning series. I have given about what is Bedrock and how to enable the access. Everything I given in detail, go by step. I feel free to go with your spare time, but today we'll go with the lab directly. So I'm already on AWS account. And just for the kickstart people who don't know Bedrock, okay. So Bedrock is generative AI or foundation models as a service. Uh, and they are well, and they're giving us a serverless offering. The one difference you see from the OpenAI or the Bedrock, right? From the OpenAI, they will be giving only the models developed by the OpenAI. But in a Bedrock, you will have a fleet of models, pattern models, and ranges from AI to One Labs or Amazon Lab. Amazon has a few models from their side, and Anthropic, Cohere, and Stable.ai, and they also have a Llama model also available. Okay, so the advantage of using Bedrock, right? So each model will do good in one or other things. Okay, let's say for the summarization, I would prefer to go with the AI to one models or Anthropic model. Or if I want to do conversion bilingual or the language translation, I will go with the Cohere. It may be doing good on the benchmark. Based on that, we make a decision. So that's why Bedrock as an API, using that, you can access all kind of models. In my blog, I have given example of how to use each and every model via Boto3, which is an easy way of testing from your laptop. You don't need to go to the console and do it. You can do it in a console via Playground, but I give an example of how to do it via this one. So that's about it. Let me get on to the first. You go to the AWS Bedrock. Okay. Whenever you have questions, feel free to drop on the chat. I will take out the question after doing. The first thing what you need to do is, of course, you need to select the region. I would prefer you guys to be on a North Virginia, so you have most of the things access. So you go to this Bedrock console, go to the model access, and you need to enable access. Let's say currently I enable for all the models, but if you first need to do is manage model and select the model you want to have access and enable the access. And one important thing, people who are a community builder, you may have a credits or you may have some credits by attending some trainings. Those credits won't applicable to the Bedrock cost. Okay, so you have to be very careful about your consumption on the use case you are doing it. Make sure it's within your bill or you have a proper use case to pay the payment, because it goes as a each model pay. If let's say if I take an example of Anthropic, I was playing around on Anthropic for some use cases. The next month I got a bill from the marketplace. Yeah, I do have a credits in my AWS credits, but still it will not count it. I have to pay as a marketplace price. Okay, so I have to pay the bill. So this is very important thing you guys to need to know of. Then once you have access, then what you can do is you can come and play with the playground for some time. Before you don't want to do the code, you can always come here and do the play. Let's start with the examples. Okay, you will, if directly you can go select some example and select the model provider. Let's say if I enable only the Amazon, only I can see the Amazon models. Okay, based on the model enablement here, you will be able to get access to the list of models. Okay, so you can try with the use cases also. I so told, right, few applications are very good in use case. Let's say image um text, sorry, code generation. Okay, for the code generation they are recommending llama chat code, llama 70 billion parameter, and anthropic. Okay, so they find some based on the benchmark they are recommending these models are very good at this. Okay, then comes to the provider. So you have all the providers listed here as part of the provider. Okay. So, and you from here, you can directly go to the playground. You can open in a playground. Okay. And you can type any questions here in your prompt. Okay. Give me nice recipe out of peanut. And peanut. Okay, just put small thing, and you can change the configurations based on your requirement. Okay, I hope you guys are all aware of this one. If needed, I give you the recap of what is each on the link. Okay, I already have recorded the video. So now I give it. So now you will get the information. Along with that, you will get a model metrics. See how long it will take, all those things. Okay. So peanut butter cookies, we can make a peanut butter jelly sandwich, everything. Okay. And one advantage, right? Okay. Um, so one advantage of using the playground is you can automatically, this is the latency we got. This is the input token we have given. Token is nothing but the you count as a text, which converted as a word, which converted as a token, but out of 100 tokens, you consider as 75 words. And output token, this is the output token we get, and this is the cost. So why this is very important is when come to your project use case, you need to do it and compare it. Here I use a Titan G an Express. I am selecting the other models. Okay, let's take a Meta. I take a small available model, Lam. Okay, I'm click on it. Okay, I'm giving the same. Okay, give me some recipe about using peanut. Okay, if I give it, so it give a metric both the information about comparison between the model consumption. Okay. Then comes, this is a chat model. You can use the image model also. Image model will take some time. So you see the latency, right? So the latency will be faster. And okay, so it will take some, based on the use case, whether you are looking for latency or cost, based on that, you can make a decision. So that's about the playground. Okay. Now comes the knowledge base. I'm not covering agent for now, but I will cover the agent sometime next time. Okay, knowledge base, I want to be a little bit careful. It is going to incorrect cost. I have written a blog on this one because most of the use cases in enterprise, we are going with the RAG. And the advantage of using the RAG is it will avoid any kind of hallucination. Hallucination is nothing but it will give you the confident text without have a proper ground truth. But RAG, it will give you the, it will consider take a data source of your own enterprise data or your own data and live within that context and send you the output. Okay, I have another big video about the RAG. You feel free to look at it. Okay, so let's take an example. This is a model I'm using. Okay, I've taken a use case. I'm taken a Claude model. Okay, come here and I'm taken a text. Okay, I am asking the question, select Anthropic, uh, say Claude instant. Okay, apply. I'm asking it who won the match against India. Also give you a quick summary. So this is uh happened on 2023. Okay, but this model would have been trained before 2023. Okay, so currently at least it is saying it not there was no World Cup between this one because this model would have been trained earlier. Okay, and that's why we are not able to get the output. But what we can do is we can add our own data to train it. Okay, the way I am going to do is I'm not going to write any code. I'm going to the knowledge base, creating the knowledge base. Okay, say, but it will take time. But I will. But I think it will finish in 15-20 minutes. At the end of the session, I can give you this. We can next. Okay, I'm choosing the S3 browse. I think I have a Chennai demos, correct? Yeah, World Cup 23. So I'm giving this as a part. Okay, let's take a World Cup up to semi-final. So I taken up to semi-final, everybody why, okay. So I given this and going next, and it is asking about the vector store. You can use a vector store using your serverless, which is by default. If you click on create, it automatically create a open search server, open search and serverless. In that, will create a vector database. But if you want to do on your own, you can select any of your Pinecone or any of the third party also. Even you can use a Redis Enterprise. So I'm going to go with the quick create of the vector store. Next, and creating the knowledge base. Okay. After creating the knowledge base, I'll walk through at the end if I can try. I created the knowledge base. You can see whatever the procedure we did, I did the same thing. And after that, if you go to the Elasticsearch, you can see there is Elasticsearch is already created. The serverless is already created with that. And so you can see open search serverless. I see the one index is already created and the document is loaded. Then if I go click on the test knowledge base and I give a question, who won the World Cup, it will take the details from that particular file, nothing but it will have a summary of the information and it will give you the output. You see World Cup up to semi-final dot text. In that, you will have this information. It will give a summarize and send you the details. Okay. And it's not an exact word it will do the text generation. You can, on top of it, you can start asking all the question, who scored how much run and what is the when India lost a wicket. So all those information you can do it, get it from that. Okay. So the one advantage is it will not hallucinate. It will not give you the answer before. Now you trained, you provided the large language model with the additional with the data source of your own vector database, and it live within that particular. It take the additional context from there and will give you the output. So let us keep creating in case if it is not. I think this is the procedure. I mostly am expecting that to be finished in another 10-15 minutes because it taken some time last time. So once it's done, we will do the testing. Okay. In the interest of time, okay, knowledge base we covered, agent I will cover later, and model evaluation also. I'm writing a blog. Very soon I will give you one session on the model evaluation. Provision throughput is it will just give you the guaranteed throughput. Currently, it will not give a guaranteed throughput. You remember we are seeing the latency, correct? While you are testing with Amazon model. But if you are using the provision throughput, it will give you the faster throughput. That's the advantage of using a this one. And very very careful whenever you are doing this test case, please delete it immediately. It will cost you money. The open search vector database, right? It will cost you money, and this is my learned experience. Your credit will be wiped off very quickly, so please be cautious of that. Okay, that is one part. So let me come back to the agenda. Let's see how much what I covered, you guys. Okay, today, so enable Bedrock access and knowledge base I covered, and then I will touch base the. Okay, this is a rag. Want to give an example, but I will do it later. Okay, so this is the Bedrock and how to access the Bedrock via Boto3. Let me take my console. Okay, I kept everything in a blog format. Okay, so the advantage is I kept everything in a GitHub also. Okay, GitHub Sage. Okay, in my go to this. Where is my learning with Bedrock? So I kept it here. So whenever you guys want to try it out, you feel free to try it out. Okay. So here Boto3. Yes, the very important thing, right? You guys need to install the updated pip version and Boto3 version, because the old Boto3 will not have the SDK of Bedrock. Okay, so here I'm using a Boto3. So you can see I can run this command again if you want. I think I have it. Yeah, I have my on my VS Code. I have. Let me bring this one here. Okay, Boto3. I did with the CLI also. If anybody interested in CLI, feel free to test, check, because sometimes people prefer to do something on a CLI before they want to do it on an X, right? So I have documented that information also, because I tried first with the CLI. So this is a example of the CLI. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Model name text CLI. So what I have given is it given a Bedrock model, write a artifact about, look at my typo, of SageMaker for data scientist. This is the CLI I have given. So let me come here. Okay, clear. Okay, AWS. I think they have changed the format. Okay, invoke model ID. Okay, no. Okay, so here it is. I copied around. Okay, so I have to fully only this much. What happened? So it is saying CLI binary format. Okay, I can remove this. Yeah, it started creating. I'm echoing this to that particular file. After that, we can parse it. So I have echoed this. What I did is I'm invoking the model. This is a model ID. So each model have the model ID. You can check on the block and write article about benefits of SageMaker. Then it give you the output. Of course, it will not be in readable format. It will be on a JSON format. So you can always do some parsing using a command. See, AWS SageMaker is a fully managed service, and I'd give you the text one. It's not only this, you can do anything, any model using the model ID. So you can check on this block where I have given you the all the model information, how to do this one. That's one thing. You can always try it out. The next one, each model have a different name. Okay. So some will be the cost will be less, all those things. You have to look at it. Okay. And even tried the code also. See, this is the code I was trying to generate using the model, using a Boto3. So again, I'll come and give you the example of using a blog. So I'm using a Titan embedding. Let's take an example of Anthropic. Okay, this is the model. Okay, let me go here. This is a notebook. It's already in a GitHub. Anybody want to practice? It won't take more than it won't take more than say 10 minutes to test everything. So I already installed the latest Python version, and I doing the pip install for the safety. Then I have a Boto3 version. Here I'm installing the Boto3 client. I'm calling the Bedrock as a this one. I think you guys, everybody know used Boto3 one another way. So here I'm keeping the runtime. It's a Bedrock service is a Bedrock runtime. Okay. Then comes the model. Okay, I'm keeping the reason why I have created a separate block, right? Each model, the input will different. Okay, if you look at it here, it's Anthropic is more as a conversational one. You can see human assistant. At the same time, if you come and look at the llama model, it will be different. The prompt why we are using is if you are building an application, let's say langchain or something, it will mask a little bit, but still you need to aware of how the input context for the model. Okay, look at this one here. You see instant. Okay, so it will start with INST. Okay, so each model and it will finish off here. Okay, so each model will have a different prompt a template kind of thing. Okay, so here I'm using Claude. So this is a prompt. Okay, that's why I have a separate block for each thing. So based on your use case, you can always come and look at it. Again, after creating the prompt, I calling the prompt here. and I'm giving how much token maximum you generate. If you are practicing, I would recommend you guys to live within the limit of the token so that it won't cost you. Okay. So that, okay, the next one. After that, again, the parsing also will different. Okay. So because the model output will be on a JSON format, and each model have a different JSON format. Okay. So you need to parse it based on the model response. Okay. So it taken a time for me to understand. See, this is where I'm trying to parse. It will take based on the use case, based on the model you are using. Each model have a different prompt requirement, parser requirement. Okay, because the JSON file format will be different. Okay, now I parsing it, and I am as a response, I am taking the response from the parsed output. I'm taking the response. This is the response I'm getting. Okay, so the Bedrock or rail provides. Okay, so it will give you the output, that completion of the text. So you can follow this blog to do this, all the same exercise after another, one after another. Okay. So I started with the Titan model, which is very easy model. And also I have created the in the Titan model, you have everything, including the basic model, all the you have different models. See, there are this one I guys want you to take a look at it because it's a multi-model embedding. You give an image and it will try to create a separate image for you. See, this is the image I have given, and this is the image it was generated. Okay, so I given them the prompt saying that you create a image of Taj Mahal, image generator. I'm telling, you create an image of Taj Mahal, beautiful basketball ground. It created a beautiful basketball ground. Okay, and you can even do the multi-model and embedding model. See, you can take this image, Taj Mahal image, and you can give us a embedding to your vector database also. Okay, so all both are doable. So feel free to look at this information. Okay. So what I did here is I taken this image and converted into the vector and store and displaying here. But you can store always in the vector database. Okay. That is where the real-time use cases like uh, uh, if you're buying some product, let's say if you're buying one badminton bat, okay, and it'll recommend another badminton bat, okay, that may be based on the text search also. But if you're, let's say if you're buying some flavor which you don't have much catalog, it'll find the image resemblance and give you the recommendation on it. Okay, so this is about using a Boto3. You can play around with all this one. You have around 6 blocks or 7 blocks based on the model. Okay. Even I have for the stability where you can definitely, you may find it very interesting. It create an image like this. I have created the prompt of, let me see my prompt. I think I created a prompt of, okay, skiing on Alps mountain with the golden retriever dog. Okay. Negative prompts, don't make a poorly rendered and poor background details, please avoid that. Okay, and style is photographic. I wanted, you can make it as a clipboard or something, all those things. Okay, I think it's given the output. Let me put up a little bit. See, it's given you the image. Okay, with the golden retriever dogs skiing. Okay, you see this, right? This is generated by the model. Okay, so you can create an image model also via Boto3. So that's about the Boto3. In the interest of time, I will go to the last one, which is a Lambda. Okay. What I did is I created a symbol Lambda application, which is called via API. You can deploy and it will create a API gateway. So come here and open in a new terminal. Okay. Sam build. I'll give you this command and then I will show you the code. Okay. Sam deploy. The advantage of SAM is nothing but augmented on top of the cloud formation for the serverless application model. Okay. Okay. What happened? Yeah, it will build. Okay. And after that I can destroy it. Okay. So here it's very simple. I had this blog, you may find it interesting. Okay. So people who want to build application, right? They can build it quickly. It won't take much more than 10 to 15 minutes. If you're following that all the labs, block 1 to block 8, you will be much more in a better shape on handling the next block. Creating apps. In here, you go to the blocks. In that, I have created the last one, which is my step-by-step creation of this one. Okay, here I given you the step-by-step instruction. Okay, and how to create those lambda function, all those things. Okay, after doing this, it will, this is your code. Okay, I created a SAM template step-by-step instruction, but if you don't want to create it step-by-step instruction, always you can download this code and just to do the SAM deploy, it will do it. So very important thing here, right? Two things. One is about the requirement or text. Why is if you're building a small SAM init application, it won't have the updated Boto3. Better to have updated Boto3. The next block I'm building out of LangChain, I'm giving a LangChain also along with this. Okay. So then you come to the code app.py. Here you will give you the same Boto3 information. You remember how we created a Boto3? The same way you can do it, but little bit changes because um, you may end up in stripe it properly and pass it as a JSON dump file to see in an API gateway. Then after that, I validated it, SAM build and do the SAM deploy. After deploying, you will have a API gateway because here the moment you call the API gateway, it will invoke the Lambda function. Here I created the prompt. Okay, see, I'm not giving a dynamic prompt. I given a static prompt only for a first use case. So if you go here, in the code, I have given the prompt. Okay, but you can make it as a dynamic as an input also. See, two difference between AWS DynamoDB and Redis. This is the question I asked. And after the API, at the time you are calling the API, right? Okay, you will get this information. Amazon DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL and Redis is a fully managed in-memory data structure. Okay, so that you can build the small application using this. And of course, I kept some dashboard. I keep on check about my cost of the model. I will understand how much invoke it is happening. So you can create some kind of dashboard. It's a public dashboard. You can always click on it. You will see it. And you can see the token count. What is the input token count? What is the maximum token count? And you can create a log also. If you want to create a log insights about what is the model ID we used, we have already, we enabled the model. Yeah, that I forgot to tell. It's very important thing. So while your settings, right, here you can enable the logging. Okay. So I enable the logging. I given the logging path. So the advantage is what is the input went, what is output went. When I'm getting an error, you can see only 15 to 20 cells of the code in a Jupyter notebook, but I executed at least 100 times. So I may keep on getting error while parsing. So I will go to the logs, understand the output. Based on that, I'll write the parser. Okay. So if you are practicing something, I highly recommend you guys enable the logging, but make sure you are not giving any PA information, which will have a problem. So this one, I think, let me see whether the SAM deploy happened. Okay, okay. I think it's already deployed. It is asking to update. Let me see the Lambda function or API gateway if we have. It will not cost anything, so I kept it, I think so. But I can check it. If API gateway is there, I can quickly invoke it. So, okay, yeah, I think API gateway is 2012. Yeah, this API gateway I can invoke. So if I go to this API gateway stages, okay, call. Not sure which one is the right one, but I can try it out both on. I think it's missing. Okay. I not test anything. Simple. Okay, hello Bedrock. We can go to the Lambda function and see. So go to the Lambda function and you will see the Lambda function I created. Bedrock. Sorry. Bedrock. Okay, this is a simple Bedrock Hello application. 21 days work. Okay, this one. Let me check both of them. I think I have deployed both of them. It automatically deploy everything. So you can see the API gateway as a trigger function. API gateway. So you can invoke it like this. Okay, hello Bedrock. So once you invoke it, what will happen is it will call the Lambda function and it will invoke this Lambda function. If you go to the monitor of the Lambda function, it would have invoked now. So if you go to this CloudWatch logs, you will see the invocation with just with the 5-10 minutes back, we can filter it properly. Okay, so see this is invoked now. So click on it. You will see the model which is used to invoke. Okay, see Lambda function. It give all the information. At the same time, you can it invoke how much time taken, everything it will given here. But if you go to the model invocation, it will be on the Bedrock side. Okay, so go here. It won't give you the model output in a Lambda function. The model output will be Bedrock invocation. Yeah, it will be here. Fantastic. So here you will see the recent execution. Okay, say model invocation is there. Click on it. So you will see recent invocation. Yeah, see the recent invocation. Here it is. So we are using Amazon text light. Yeah, that is a model, and this is the input text we given. This is the output text it given. It give you all the metrics. You remember we were trying in a playground. Give this is the information it gives, right? So it will give you the same thing while you're doing with the Boto3. That's about it. And of course, if you are using a dashboard, you can come here. I keep checking the bug. This is one I was talking about it. Dashboard, you can always check this dashboard. What model I use? Say I mostly use this Amazon text light. I'm giving 3 hours back. You remember you were trying some model, llama model, right? For some use case, some playground testing. You can see that information here. Okay, and rest of the thing we are using the same plot we were using for comparison. So you can see all the model we have used. It will give you the input token and other information. Okay, that's about it. I think I covered all the agenda which I want to cover it today. Bedrock via Lambda gateway is done. How to access the Bedrock also done. Let me go back to the knowledge base. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it will be completed. If we go to the knowledge base, yes, it's ready. So here you can select the model, same model. Um, oh, it's not synced. Okay, it's very simple. We need to click on a sync. What does it do is, I think it will, these also take some time. Okay, last sync time is here. Okay, select the model. Same cloud model we will take it. Okay, Anthropic cloud model. Uh, give me summary. I think I better copy summary. Oh, it's okay. About India, Pakistan match in World Cup 2023. We remember last time we not got a response. Let's try this time. It is retrieving and generating a response. Hope it will go to this. See, in the image is the victories, Ahmedabad, and this is the all the summary it will give, and it will give a citation also. It is coming from this file at the background. Of course, it is using the open search, which I want to delete it immediately. Go to the serverless, go to the dashboard. You can Bedrock. It's created just now, which is 1415. Click on it. You will see the index is only one index got created. And if you create multiple index, you can do is you can add multiple data source also under the same knowledge base. You can add multiple data source. And whenever you are updating S3 bucket, you can invoke the nothing but just a sync API of the knowledge base. Done. Okay. So that's about the knowledge base also. That's all, guys, from my side. I think I went through all the demos and the hands-on I want to cover. You guys can feel free to ask your question. Any questions from your side?